The Reserve Bank of India has made public the comments it has received from stakeholders including banks, NBFCs and industrial houses on the draft guidelines it put out for licensing of new private banks in August last year.
Among other suggestions, banks and NBFCs want a higher capital requirement for entities who want to set up new banks. But really, let's take it across to Anirudh Ghosh, who's joining us live from our Mumbai newsroom to really take us through the main suggestions that have been made to the central bank. Anirudh.
Yeah, Tanya, as you mentioned, the RBI has put out the set of suggestions that it got from all the stakeholders, and clearly one of the key suggestions that have been made to them by banks is basically to ask the RBI to increase the shareholding, the minimum capital required at this point of time from the 500 crore which was proposed in the draft guidelines to 1,000 crore rupees. Also, a number of NBFCs and a number of aspirants have asked the RBI on greater clarity on a few of the clauses that were put forward in that draft guidelines, which are basically to do with companies companies indulging in real estate activities, indulging in brokerage activities. So clearly they want a lot more clarity in terms of that. They want also a little bit of leeway in terms of the listing agreement. At this point of time, the RBI wants that new banks would actually go ahead and list themselves within 2 years of getting the license. Of course, that is not something that promoters would really like. They don't want a deadline on that. They're in fact asking for a 3 to 5 year horizon as far as that listing is concerned. Also, in terms of the listing of the other group companies within the company that would set up the bank, they're asking for more leeway on that as well. And also, of course, a lot more leeway has been sought by both banks as well, by both industrial houses as well as a number of other entities which have applied for this. But then again, remember, these are just suggestions that are made by the various stakeholders in this whole exercise. And at the end of the day, the RBI is going to take into account all of this and come out with a new set of guidelines that, of course, is expected to come anytime soon. We don't have a real time frame as to when that's going to happen, but it is expected soon.